Are we ready to start?
Hi, David.
David.
Kakala is, there she's coming.
Oh, Bahoy. David, can you let Tukolongahau in? Can you?
I haven't seen him come in. David
He said he tried.
Tukolongahau.
He said he tried to get in, but
Yeah. If I see him, I'll let him in. I'm watching the thing too.
Okay.
wait, I'm gonna.
David tamatang ma-FF ini.
Bahoy talano ka David takaw. Iya.
Kakala ko feko.
Ko awe ni Bahoy ka le ba ke fenga ka Tukolongahau. Mo talano at mo David ka le ba ke fenga ka.
Ole let pe Bahoy.
Sorry, David. Haka David. Kataki.
Ole let pe.
Iyo, lele mai.
Okay. Was le let
Iyo, kona ko.
Toksai.
Bahoy, esa ipe ka mata tu ka fenga ka Tukolongahau.
Kona ko siya folk online mahapen na ko fenga mai.
Okay.
Iyo. Kake humay ko yo me. Ko hawin na iloto kakala.
Okay. Iyo. Ko Tukolongahau ko ne hosi.
Oh, okay. Tapos sabi ko na ko humay. Sila wala kawangi ko David.
Kotis kauni mai pena mata tongi Bahoy.
Malo le rei te vita.
Ole le mata lava se fin.
Malo tau te mai fia fini. Tau kai ko Tukolongahau na tamai Bahoy ku loto
Tio, porque tá loito que eu me amai humai porque au mai pe humai pe te ma.
Ka tala no ka mata tu tau to luia.
Okay.
Mai pe a Tukolongahau pa to ki ya mai pe tala no.
Ei pe ko mau pe ka kalpa kamat. Ei ko
Okay.
hau.
Okay, okay. Tukolongahau na ta ka mata le.
Iya, mau tamu.
Mata lava.
Kata gue tamu ini.
Fia shot atu ki mautolu he fia fin lo tonga mau tari ko ni ko lo to pe ke pa ngai pe tai mi ke tau fai aki popo tala noa pe e tau ke tari ko ia ki e kau ngawe o fia fini fa mo me paenga a ko ni ke fai e fiko ka go tai mi pe ke e hoko atu e po tala noa ia palu pe tai mi ko ia la hoi ka ngai be ai hoko atu tau tolu ke tau ke tari ai pe o fetari a whamonu ahoi tuat ga deko
Malo siwa ki ko tuko longa hau kune tataki kita tolu IFF di kakala te kita tai po peho po o telefoni ke asika kato mai. Tuko longa hau kataki pedo pa ke fanu mai pe.
Ia whanau mai wala kataki.
Kon malo kona ku ke asi mai. Tuko atu ake kamata ko tuko longa hau malo.
Ia tau si kamata
Iyo.
Ia malo pito wahoi. Ko whatulo atu pe mua ka whatulo atu pe ka ata pe mua ki u whakahoko atu polo kalama e fia whini e vai ko puna ko kuingoa ko tui kolonga au. Tau mua. Ku whawhetai peki e o tuako ngā koe whakakoloa ku nehanga o whakainasia ki tau tolo i he fia whini. Kainga vai ko puna. Tau au sia mai ai a whakafofa koe ni. Ko whapalo make hene ki he ka sponsor ki a Samiu Tenifa ka pehe ki a Siasi Kawani Hea pia mo te po Amasio pia pehe ki he kalapu niuwa kai prepare whika iwa wha. Ko i ngā koe whalanima ko nau whai o lawai ai whakaukata e polo kalama ai vai ko puna i he fia whini. Pia ki mua pia kamata e tau polo kalama ko patapatuni ki he tamakalawa ka pe ki he ono whare patapatu ke princesi e vai ko puna Angelica Latu Fuibeka. Patapatu ki a Hawaii pe he hamata pure. Whatapu antuani ki he kainga vai ko puna ko toa pe. Pe au sia e tau whanau. Pe ki e sola mo vulangi mo whanau mai e fia whini. Whatapu make heni ki he whawhi whakalanglangi a whini. Ki a talanoa hufanga. Kai pe he fau ki a te ki heni tamai. Heni tangatai ki ko te vita hufanga. Ko inga ko e taimi o ku mo hanga tuku mai e he fia whini. O ngi kai ke mo lau pe ko ha whahinga koloa ku mao ke watu ki a ki mo tolu ko pe ki o mo whamiri. Ka ku mo tuku ho mo ngai taimi. Ka mo kaunga kau mai i e polo kalama o e fia whini pia mo e kainga vai ko puna. Pia o ku ongo i au pito i he te tio wake tari wholau ka pe ka ki maa tolu. Ta tolu ko tau pe kaunga au i he wake i he polo kalama vai ko puna e fia whini. E mau fia lahi au pito te vita pe he ki a talanoa. Whahuatu e whamalo ke te vita ke pe he ki ho hoa, kai pehe ki he prata o talanoa. Ko i ngā koe whainga mahari e lahi o ku mo whakakoloa aki e kainga vai kupuna i he fia whini. Pea ukai ke sola pe ia taha e toe he whou ko uri ngā ku mau mea i pe koe te vita. Pea moeanga e whaka whiohi o tau whai o ku ke whātou glalo pe, tau kaunga kau i he fia whini. Pea mālo au pito te vita. Ka pehe ke talanoa, e kaunga kau mai e fia whini. Ki mua pea e te vita pea whai e tau polo kalama, ko whakamālo lahi au pito te vita. Ko inga ko ngai tokon ko tau peo mu whai, ko kai ke ngata pe i he fia whini, ka kuke toi lere whaka e ngai polo kalama tokoni, ki he vai ko puna ka pe ki tau tupu poki. Kai ki mua pe tau hoko atu, kou e tupe ke u alatu I he rea whakapālangi, ke tau mahino I pe e talanoa, pa pe he ke nā tolu koe ku koe ke nau mahalo I tokon lahen ke tau whānau te vita, ngā he ko ia, me mei mga tū ngai pe he ke ngai whare, ko I ngā ko e ausia e talanoa, e tumutumu, pe wa I ngā alapufu Amerika. Talanoa, it's an honor to have you tonight and your father, Devita, joining us tonight. Talanoa, thank you very much for making time to be with us tonight. We are very, very proud of your achievement in NFL, on American football and the 49er. We watch you and follow you on TV until I think it was the last, it's like the semi-final before the Super Bowl. And we look forward to know more about your life and special advice for our peer youth around the world. And also the bear and also the people who's watching tonight in the program. Welcome to our Waikopuna Whapouli program tonight. And if anything that you like to talk about or talk more about apart from what I'm questioning it, you are welcome to do that, and also our co-host, and also your dad is here. So if you don't understand any questions, and also I think that we allow the people who watching the program, if they have any question, they can ask, and Lahoi and Kakala can read it out. But before we start, I'll give it to Devita. Devita, do you like to talk first, and then and give it to Talanoa to introduce himself, and then we continue from there. Thank you.
Malo pito hawe mau whakamare ko tomotu a whakamalo ke ki tau oho whai tau tue asia mai pōko ni tau tue wheloa ki he pāinga koe ni ko whiawhiala hea pito koe ngā koe tau lawa ki tau tue ka whakataha ni ki tau Talanoa pe ki he o mai whakamare koe ni ki humai ai mai whoha koe ni ki hoko te pe tau Talanoa mo e mai wahe me whakalata ki ngā koe tau ngahi whanau ku nau tonga tutupu hake pe ku nau tonga wainga I he level ke pe o e tunga o Akapulu. Mo ngahi tau mua, mo ngahi whakama, mo ngahi whenga whai kai tau mai o kai ngata peta whake ai ako, kau tau tue pōpōwhu ki he nau, ki pagua nau tale niti I he Akapulu, puke hape ai maalunga e tunga tina wau ki ai, ka koe mea lahi whako e le son tina wako mi he wainga kone koe Akapulu. Pia mo konga no tolu kone koe prokalama ma tau whatanoa anga maheni kia I he Wiki Raki ko tau pe, ai mahawinga koe ai taki lelei, ki he tamaiki wainga koe ni, koe ngā pe koe ngahi whatongia mo ngahi ngā awa tina whai I he taimi osi ai, e nau taimi wainga whakakapulu. Tina lawa rewa ki nau hokato tau he ngahi whaamiri, ka pe fwke ngahi ngā awa tina whai I he community, ka pe ke siasi, ka oi pe ke whanua. Ka ko whamalo he mau e whangamari te wanga tānoa ki neangau, ki whakarea atu. Malo.
Malo.
Hi, my name is Talanoa Hufanga. I'm 23 years old. I just had my birthday recently. Born and raised in Albany, Oregon, a small town right outside of Corvallis. It's about an hour and a half south from Portland. That's kind of where I was raised, on a farm. Very different lifestyle than what I had in college. At USC, which was in the middle of downtown LA in the city. So very different, but, obviously I play for the San Francisco 49ers, and that's kind of my life journey from there. And I know we'll get into it a little bit more later, but that's a little bit about myself.
Oh, well, thank you, Talanoa. Te vita te aha mea te mau ke toi te lawe mai ki ai?
Ikai, te tuka peka koe ke mui pe proklama ko ke whakatuto mai pe koe pe ha ngahi ai proklama mo ngahi pe whima ke tāno ke whatano. Koe ko hope ke ni koe ke tuke ha mea whima ke tautonga whakamātua te ulawa ki tāno atu ka paua ka mea mahunga pe ka paua ha tāu ngai whika ke mea koe unga ko ha tāno.
Koe. Māloa pita ti, mahalo koe ngai mea e lawa ke tokoni mai ai o ka pai a taha e whihui mai ngai mea whakakapulu ke ilo pe ku inga koe coach koe pa ku wai pe o ilo ki he wai inga ki mea pe o ko ki mata vai e wai pe whaka ilo ke ngai mea whakasporti ka koe inga pe koe akapu Amerika de lava ke tokoni mai ai pa māloa pito akala pa mo wā hoi te mo tokoni mai pe koe haha ngahi mea e toki te hui mai hata ka mo kata ke mua ka inga vai ko puna ko to pe mo se ate ta polo kalama uinga ke sio mai e ka inga koe tau tamasi eni u tau pore ai he 49 na pe ko toki o mahino ko ni toki o se atu eni i he season pe mahino ko haina ni une mau e whea uhi ka koe ngahi pitio pe moe ha mena tau sio e aga puluku tau lava ke tau sio tonu heni a Talanoa pe moe ngahi mea mo whea mau ke eke mai ki ai mahalo ka ngahi mea mahau inga eni ki tau ngahi whanau te vita na ta whatanoa ki ai e lava ke eke hanga tonu mai ki a Talanoa ka te whai pe ngahi whehu i heni ki a Talanoa pe tau toki hoko atu ai pe ko aha taha ene toki yaha ani ngai whehui make. Talanoa, I will start asking questions. Can you tell us a little bit about your life until today? And how did you get where you are today, Talanoa?
Yeah, first and foremost, like my faith, with my family. I think that was the biggest thing that continues to bless me in many ways. By the grace of God, I wouldn't be standing here if it wasn't for Him. To continue to bless me in those ways, life was a blessing to me. Having a great support system with my family, raising me in a Christian school, being able to understand the values and the morals that you want to encompass in your life journey. So having my family there was amazing. But it also took a lot of work to be able to get to where I was and where I am now, because it wasn't easy. You have to train yourself to be different than other people, put yourself in a different standard. And for me, it was just an opportunity for me to be closer to God and represent Him in a positive ways. And that was kind of always my light that shined out of me was through Him. And so I always try to hold myself to a higher standard, never getting in trouble, working harder than other people as much as I could, and just being disciplined. And that's what I would account to getting to where I am today.
Thank you. There's a point there that you bring it up about the discipline. I think it's we talk about it in when you're doing coaching, about the discipline and leadership. But thank you, Talanoa. People from Tonga in New Zealand and Australia might not be very familiar with NFL and American football. Not all the pair people. Can you tell us a bit about your position and why you're enjoying the football, the NFL?
Mm-hmm. So I play safety. And that position is as a defensive player. So it's kind of somebody that's always trying to tackle, try to catch the ball as much as you can, and really making sure the other team doesn't score. And it's similar to rugby. You don't want them to get a try. You don't want them to score a point. And so that's kind of my job. But I picked it, and why I loved it is because it's it's a game it's tough, it's brutal, it's violent, but you have to be smart and strategic in order to play it, and I played a lot of sports growing up. I played basketball, I ran track, played soccer, but this sport I really fell in love with just because it was something that it brought me a real love for the game at a young age. I started playing when I was 10 years old, and it was something that I really thought that I would see myself doing as long as I can, and here I am now playing and just continue to play the game that I love. But it's just it's something it brings a lot of happiness to the people around me and to myself each and every day, and so that's kind of why I chose to go down this path. But I truly enjoy the sport. So.
No, thank you. Many of the people listen today are families from Pea, Talanoa, and also Tonga, in the state, Australia, New Zealand. Can you tell us about your Tongan families?
Yeah, having my dad being from Pea, it was a blessing. Got to meet a lot of my family when I went home or back to Tonga. Got to meet a lot of those great family members. But it's cool to see the impact it's making in the Tongan community in the United States. Obviously I was born here, I was raised here, but I got to still have the Tongan roots ingrained. A guy like Peter Tamoipenu, get to be around him. And then my cousins Marlon and Tuli Pelotu. And they play football as well. And my roommate was Marlon, or Maloni was at USC. And so for me, getting to have the Tongan family as close to me as possible and being able to be ingrained with that was truly a blessing. And we understand that this culture is different. The respect that comes with it, the values, the faith is special. And so it's not a lot of people that are cut from this cloth. And so it was really unique to be able to be part of this community for sure.
Thank you. Talk about the value of the religions. What value does your religion and your culture give you, and how do they help you in your life? How important is your Tongan culture in your life too? I know.
Faith is priority number one. My family and my coaches, when I was getting recruited to college, they always had it in order. It goes faith, family, and then football. And if you put it in those order, and great things will happen, and you kind of go throughout life, and, you're going to have trials and tribulations, you're going to have ups and you're going to have downs. But if your faith is continuing to be strong in your life, you can enjoy a very happy life. And, and obviously there's tough things, but God won't put you through something that he doesn't think you can get through. And so he's building you up, and he'll break you down. But at the end of the day, he's gonna love you unconditionally and continue to give you grace. And so for me, having that relationship is important. It's the only reason I play the game, because it's the only reason I believe I can play the game under his power. So the faith is a big thing in that aspect. Yeah. But the community, the way they support me, and the way they continue to show love and is driving me to be a better person, a better player, and a better overall person for our platform that I have. And so it continue to put us on the map as much as we can.
Thank you. As I noticed that when you score, you make a T with your arm. Is it the T for Tonga, the T for Talanoa? So that's like a advertising for Tonga as a tourism. I mean, it's a big thing in Ona. I think it's for the whole country to be noticed in the state. Because I know that you probably talk about it, the media. All your team, they ask what's the sign for, and I think it's make Tonga, all the Tongans proud of the sign that you made. Eh?
Yeah, no, it was. I love it. That's like throwing the T is for Tonga. I never throw it for my name. That's Talanoa is back there. It's the T is for Tonga. But it's been a blessing because I got to show my teammates, what it really means and the culture behind it, and they see it during game day because all the people in the stands, when we make plays, and I make plays, the people are throwing it up in the stands, and my teammates are throwing it up as well, and so everybody gets to be a part of it, and I think that's what makes it such a cool bond between everyone.
Thank you. And who are the people in your life who have influenced you the most, Carlo?
Definitely my parents, my mom, my dad. They continue to influence me in a positive light, positive direction. I've also had my older brother. He was somebody that was very influential, a guy that always steered me right, and continued to push me in the right. What is it?
Now, just say hello to your brother.
Oh, yeah,
listen to your mom.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. and then Troy Polamalu. He was a guy that's been very influential in my life as well. Continue to put me in the right direction when it comes to training, when it comes to character, when it comes to those kind of things. Those are kind of the people that continue to bless me in many ways.
Well, thank you. Siwaki, do you have any questions with Talanoa? I know that you have been coaching a lot, so many years in the football, American football. So I'll give you a chance to.
How why feedback whanonga tu wai me o taipo ure ko toi echo mai. Testing. Oh, there ki testing itu toi whanonga.
Yeah.
Okay, lea mai pe. Siwaki mai tau lava. Ke whanau mai? You remember Coach Siwaki? Mm-hmm. Yeah. He's in Tonga right now. Oh.
Can you hear?
Yeah. Now you're good. You good?
I'm good now. Yeah,
yep.
I can't see you guys. I don't know what I did, but all of a sudden I don't. Oh yeah, here I am. I see you guys. Anyway, can Ahoy won't be. Talanoa, I can talk forever, but you know what? First thing first, I'm so amazed by how humble you are to be able to join, the Waikopuna. It's, I know you used to a lot of interviews with the professional radios and media and so far. But for you to be here, I'm here in Tonga in an island called Ewa. And can you imagine, everybody was trying to watch your game. And when I do have it, can you imagine about 45 people trying to look at my phone, and when I try to hook up my laptop, you know what? It's amazing. I'm hoping by next season, Noah, I can put something with a big screen, and even in Pea and Waikopuna, different places in Tonga, because the youth of today are very in tune with football. Of course, the elderly people, I have no clue, and they're not interested. But believe me, I've been bringing football here in 2002, but it's already all over. And they know about you, Talanoa. You don't need any introduction here. Just like Tonga people, you are a marked man already. I can't wait for someday that we take a tour here in Tonga. I'm doing Kingdom Bowl in June I believe the 29th, I'm setting up a game to bring the seniors here to Tonga. I have a team that I'll prep here in Tonga, and I think it's going to be amazing. But of course, any time you can join us, it is an honor. But I just want to thank you for being humble as you are, and listening to your dad, even with your level right now that some people cannot comprehend who you are and what you have accomplished and what you are in the United States. You are here with us on the Waikopuna station. Just one question, quick question. Like I said, I have 100 questions. Things to say about you. Have you met the new TC? And aren't you glad that he's more like a DB in a way? But anyway, you don't have to answer it. But, I'm excited for your next season.
Yeah, no, I actually got to meet him on the phone. He hasn't came into the building yet, but was able to call him. And I am excited that he's more of a DB coach, and it'll be good for me to learn under him. But I'm excited for our defense and our team as a whole, because hopefully we have a team that's very special. We're very close in the locker room, and we push ourselves hard each and every day to continue to be the greatest we can and the best version of ourselves. And so we have the team that's capable of going all the way to the Super Bowl, and that's what we strive for. And so we just got to continue to work each and every day and stack those little bricks to be successful, to build the house and go into that house and be victorious at the end.
Thank you, Talanoa. Like I said, I'll turn the time back to the audience, but hey, man, you make us proud. We're one game short, but believe me, what you have accomplished is huge. We are with you every step of the way. I think you have moved on, but us, we still haven't moved on after that loss. That gives us something to look forward for next year, man. Because of you, we're all there. When you throw that tee up, like you said, oh my gosh, all the young ones is trying to throw it up. Some people is trying to ask, and some of the old folks trying to learn. But continue to represent. Te vita malo au pito ngai tokon mai o foha ke mamatat ki ai o tapainga. That's a whole different game, and I'm sure Sione and Emily are watching as well. I hope they can come in. Send them the link so they can come and say a few things. And thank you again, Talanoa. I'm very proud of you. Malo pito tuikolonga ka fokiato mo polokalama.
Malo pito sula. Ke e ko atu peia te vita.
Io.
Tuikolonga ko winga ku o ku foki ho telefoni ku ke whakaao ngai. Ku ke ata he taha. Pero o ku lotonga mute. If you can delete that one, tamate device ko ya ku ke device you are my ko.
Turn down the volume all the way down now.
Oh, malago.
Turn down the volume all the way down.
Te vita. I kata ki mua o Talanoa mai. Whika oi pempa mai ngahi polokalama na do ai whalere ka whika oi mo leadership mo consistent ngahi whamau sin o mo ngahi toponi o ke whalawe mai ki ai. Ui ngahi e lawa e mea koena Talanoa mai e Talanoa i kau aki moia ngā ke poupou I mai pe I whakatonga I ngā ke tau whānau kau pinga malo apito
Io, koe mea whakani taimilai whoki ku ngā pe ke kau whanongo koe mea kotoa pe ku lava ke ako mea Talanoa whaka mea wau sia ki ai ko whenga mau pe ke tukutuka pe mai mea koe neonga pe te ke kutaka whanau nau ke iki Kako mea koe ni nei kamata ke koe polokalama na mawhakarere mo kakalako tui pe koe mea pea nau tui pe au ki ai taimi na ku kei na ke ye ke ka ko tamai ki ko ne mahuinga ko ai ako te mo ka po pa mo fenga mo character I go character ni me ha ko no po ya leadership ki he ko tu pe ko me ko foi me to ko na kamata ki proclama aina ko dele he tu si te roki ko imagina a me pe ko no malo fai ke tau hi mo fenga malo hi ke ata no ki ne fenga aka pulo fai he ka pau he kai ke fu malo he tokanga fukata mai ke he ko me fu ko ke aka pulo ko kulo ko ta ni mi ko wharea koe e taha a NFL. Ko whaha koe hanko ako he university, ka koe a koe a NFL na wō na tautanoa ke playbook, he? Ka koe ka lama pēr talanoa ke tukuhanga whangamare, ke talanoa ki he whaunga a ene ngahi teu, ene ngahi whane whangawhare i ke whai ki he kauweka, ki he mea koe ke training, ke off-season. Tautanoa whake ko si, I want to say something about maybe not. So think about the kids in high school, off-season training. What's important for them to focus on? Maybe like top 3 things that you can actually share with them. They would benefit there, so they don't waste their time on something. But think about like maybe top 3 things that you can.
Probably
really see. Like, okay, follow my bay.
Iyo, follow my bay, David Amano.
Probably. Consistency. I know these are broad, but I say consistency. Just I think the best way to train is making sure you train every day, and doing the right training every day. It could be push-ups, it could be sit-ups, doing those types of things. But understanding that you got to train at least 5 days a week, 6 days a week, and rest a full day or rest 2 full days. But consistency. I think another one would be conditioning, just making sure you're running all the time and making sure your body is good. I think a lot of people misconstrue that you got to lift a lot of weights. That's not what you got to have to do. You have to continue to be in shape. You got to be able to run. But you got to stretch, and you got to make sure your body is stretched before and after your workout, and making sure you're taking care of your body each and every day. And I think the third one, I know it kind of goes back with consistency, but it's just discipline. When you're disciplined in what you do and how you do it, discipline with running and making sure you're doing the right things. YouTube is a big resource to watch guys that have trained and done it before, and watching those things if you can. That was probably something that I'll say.
Maka me taha ko tui pe ko ka patu hanga fre ke mahino nga no lidiu ke felia ko consistency he ai ko consistency ko no fai me ka pa ko ha time te pile ke fai me pa fai mau pe he time go na te hanga ko fe ma ko ke fai ai au ke pe he ke ko te alpo formation ko te fe formation he ahoni tau ka bongbongi wa me la hinga uhinga ia te hap kita o mai ka leva que te au kita formação na pong he ka ko fengi me ko ko fume tau no fo ka ke tau pen o kai ki to ke a consistency e fa ka aku ko tamai au pa ka te ka pa te na foto ha foto nga ke te kaka ke funga vaka ua ko hori se fare ka pa te kaka au ke vai wa pe pa te malolo ai pa te foki lalo ka pa te kai ki o se foi o se ngai fui a hola hia ka pa ke o hage pe ko ke te malo fenga kita ke te fenga ke te whakalaka hake he vai wa ke te au fenga ke au ke lunga ka ko uhinga la hia ko consistency ke training pe mo ha a me fa ka polo fe ma he ka reka ka au fa ta fu me ni ton ke tau ka mo tol ma tua ke fa to la ka na tol ke nga ta mi ni hia ke au sia ho na ta mai na tom ho na lo to ke me ko ton ke fai ke na fenga ai ta mi ne ke tau alfa tape mono teke ki na tol mono popo tengo na kamata loto si ai na ko fuate fa loto lahi mo ngai mea ke tava tokon ka na tol ke hokai pe na nga ka ko tau tano fren ke nga ko te ke me fa ka po ka po te to nga ko fa ta ki tau lava ngi o si ngi ke foi huinga ko ia malo va hoi
malo pito ku fano mai be
io falei
Malo pito te whatano ki he consistency mo whamahino I mai ange koe paenga pa mo te ke tau wrong mai whuke ngai whanau ko tō pēr kada te whita ki Amerika ki ngai advice o ku whai atu lava ke tokon te te inga tō talking about the consistency Tala Noa, do you have any special technique for keeping motivated and push yourself to keep training and to your best?
Consistency to me and what I do is training. You know, I wake up really, really early. You know, when I do train, I wake up around 4 a.m., almost 3:55, 4 a.m. And that's when I start. I get up and I start eating breakfast. I make sure I'm stretched, I'm ready to go. And then I go and start working out. To me, it's a mindset. You have to train yourself and do the uncomfortable things. Like nobody wants to wake up at 4 a.m. You know what I mean? It's not fun.
It's a sacrifice.
Yeah, it's not exciting. It's miserable. But to me, to enjoy the moments that I do, I have to go through the miserable ones by myself. I put myself in a dark place and train as hard as I can. So when the light is on shining and you have to perform at the highest level you can. And because when millions of people are watching, you're the reason you're gonna make a play or you're gonna miss a play. And so for me, you know, the goal is to make the play. And so I had to put myself in those hardest environment each and every day. And so when I do train in the off season and I prepare myself, the consistency starts with sleep. It starts with diet. It starts with hydration and then training. So you got to sleep 8 hours, but to be able to go and sleep 8 hours and wake up at 4, you have to be going to sleep super early at night. And, you know, a great saying that I hear all the time is good mornings start with disciplined nights, you know, and for me to be disciplined at night, to get my recovery, to go to sleep on time, to put my phone down and go and rest.
Put the phone down.
Put my phone down. It helps with what I'm going to do in the morning. And when you can put yourself in those uncomfortable situations, it will definitely pay off in the end. And it's a sacrifice, but I understand what I want to accomplish, what I want to do with my ability and help my family in any way I possibly can. And so those are the things that I'm willing to sacrifice to go out there and play the game I love.
Thank you. I know that's, you know, because it's part of your training and also you have to look after your body. Do you follow any special diet or how to eat well? Is there any Tongan food that you really like?
The Tongan food I like is my favorite is lupulu. Lupulu is like, give me some lu and I'm good. Like that's my favorite. It's not part of the diet, I'll tell you that. But this is my favorite. The diet I follow is called the alkaline diet.
Okay.
And so the alkaline diet is a diet that continues to take away the acidity in your food. Continues to break down your body and bring it to a pH level that's consistent. So that's why you see guys, it helps with inflammation. So when you're on the alkaline diet, say I go into football and I take a hit. If I'm eating junk food, if I'm eating bad, my hit is going to be bruised. It's going to hurt. It's going to be sore. But if I have this alkaline diet that I continue to eat really healthy and I drink a lot of water, what happens is when you take those hits, the inflammation goes down a lot faster and you can play longer. And so, you know, if I'm not on the diet, you know, and I'm eating junk food every day, I'll play half the season, you know, because your body is just breaking down a lot quicker. But if you're on the alkaline diet, you can almost play 3 games in one day because you feel so good, because you're eating right, you're doing all the right things, your body is trained. And so that's what eating can do, and it can change just those little things, but it has a really big effect.
Malo. Te vita ki lave mai ange ki ai ki he ngahi mea koe nā. Mone te vita whika o pia moe. Ange koe ngahi pae pa moe ngahi mea aku ne ngawe aki tekniki ke tokon ki whamasino. Ange koe ngahi mea koe nā ku ne lawa peke ne tala I hono sino. Taimi aku whai awa I ngā. I lave mai ange ki ai whamasino.
Ai koe ta whaki ni o koe ki umalo hi ai hau ai na whaki koe ne tāno atu. Ngā koe tama koe ne hanga train ia ai na almost whanonga pe I he mea koe na ai social media me whanonga koe tama koe na wainga akapulu taulahi. He? Koe ne tokoni koe ne whai ki a te ia ai a koe mea nina ki uro ta koe inu vai ia ka tau tōre ko tau hangea mea tau te whito ki tau loka mai mi tonga na hangea ia ha mea koe ke tau sai ai tau whimau pe tau toki tau inu ha mea meri he pa nau na kai peke manako ke winu ai sotahe kwa kia koe ki he ni pa na koe mea na hanga pia o a koe nau ke na inu vai mo moko pe he ka kutoki alo ne a koe ni ke taini mi o whatonga o kawia he o kei te siawia asi ai sotai he ene hane hene IC. Tuha inu meri. Koe vai kuni ko whatau me wharekoloa pa u wai whatau me Costco ai mea koe. Ai koe kuhinga mahino I kau ne tānoa. Koe whenga kai ko tauhi aki koe kai ia kai me Vestapolo. Umea ini koe keifo whewhea ki ai. He? Haka kai koe a kau koe Vestapolo koe inu e vai. Moi mi ka ka pau ka ya pe ko ha konga kana mate ika o ke nga ko I mo me he ai ko ngai kai ke mana ko vi ki ai ka ko venga kai ko to kon ke sino ke me ko ne ko information ai ta pe he tai me ka pau tau fatonga tau tui ha pupula tau tui he ko tau ha fa me he ko ai ko ngai information ko ni mal to kon ki ai kai
ki hano Hill pia tue malo henge.
Ka kulau hau koe ki mahino ka auka ko I rope ko sio pe hanga koe ni kai ka whai mea koe tau te whito ki he time ni he off season he. He ko time ulahi anga ni trainee he ko time ko in season e ia kai ki ulahi fuke tau he pa kai ki whama mawhai in the training he ka ko time off season ai ko ne oskamata tai ni ki he te wan ki mago ka au kamata ai ene ki fulo lahi no time ke off ai he me he tau popoki alfa ta fa me ko ne fa ne fa mata atu me ko ni ak fe mau hydration ko nga wa ke lahi ko ino vai momoko masi ko pen fa ko ino vai I ka fa no o te ino bia ki fa hina peta ko me ko ni o ko mau ko ni hanga o fa o sai ke sino ta pe ko se ko no ai ko malo lo lei an ku ne pe ko mau inga ko mohe ke fe mau ka pa wa ho valu he
Koi
ai ko pongpongi ai ko ne a ko fia nge ne fica ko mohe ke malo lo lei sino
Koi
ai ko ta ko hydration ko mohe ko malo lo sino mo kai ko to ki hoko mai training ko ta no ai ai ko ta ka pa fa mo sino hiki po ha ole ko foi me fo mi muita haia ai ko foi me au hanga po tuli ke fa ai no ko talo he ke ai pe foi me e tolo ka tu eta pe ai pe foi me au ka tu ko e imagino ko aku me fa matala mai
Koi
e pa ku mau me si pe ia o ne fatonga ai pe no no lele me ko muy ko ke ai ko fa ina tama ko sia o ia va inga he palu ta ko e vai ai vai nga he ni Pagu whamalo si ofala he tama ni fie tokoni ke foha. Pagu whangongo aputo pea ki ai. Ka tui ke foi yako mi heni ke tau tolupe heni. Ka pagu a tau ne iroha whaunga ke whai aha ngahi tokoni. Pagu te ilo koe ke tō tako ne whai o si au ke revolo koe ia. O ton pe ki ta whakakau ki ta whanonga nge o mui ke mea koe. Kai e whinga e tuai i ta honga whika i a whaunga.
Koi
He? Ka koe anga pia ku mahino i mea koe nuk whamatala kei hau. Ko whamore mora tu pe ki ka whanongo.
Mahino o pito e te ka koe tau talano ai a koe tau whai koe I he whiawhini. Pata tau ke ngai advice e talanoa advising. Ui ngā pe koe ko hange ko tau ngai whanau ko na ko tau whanau i polo kalama mo tau ngai o ku ke aloha ke. Ko inga whaku ko mea ko nange lau na ta talanoa ke hange ko ka mea ko shortcut. There was no shortcut in a training talanoa. You have to complete the fully train. Ka koe ngahi mea e ta talanoa ke ai ko uhinga whok ke ilo e whanau pia mo ngā tolu ko tau pēr nau e tokoni ki ai. Ai mahu inga koe ni a ngahi tokoni koni ko atu ko stepu ia ki he hala koni ke tau potu koni e hala pulu e fupolo kua kusia. Pia koe ngahi whaunga pena ngā wā aina ke uhinga ki ai na e whauha ke ai a talana. Anu ni hanga o mai e tamataha nai o siau ki olu pia ne mui o hoko atu ai ki ke tuunga kui ai tani. Pia kune ke i lau pe ia ku hange hane whale i hane tō taha whale.
Koia,
Ki a te ia, He i hono whakarea whakatonga te vita, Hange hane whale i.
Ko taimi lai whuki hau e te tawhia ke tamaki pa ko tui pia ko o mahino pe ka tāno koe ki tui hanga whamanatu kia mea koe ni. He koe taimi lai mahalo koe te wala ki nau tolu me nau whahinga whakakau o sisai au ia pa ko, koe ki whemako. More ke mamao, he unihanga ia whakamahu inga ia pita taimi o kutuko mai he toko taha koe ni ke nihanga whai ai tokoni koe ni. Ma koe ki o kou tānoa koe ki o kou teiki hanga o whakapuripure he ngoa toko taha koe ni ka kou maa pia na ia tūna pia taha ia ku. He koe tamasi haa moa aini o ku te whai mea koe ni ka tamasi pina na wainga i USC lahi pia tānoa. Pa koe whenga koneki, koe tama alata tānoa alo wainga i USC, pa koe uhinga i koe whie ai mahenia tānoa mo tama koe ngā ko vaisi ka hema. Ko vaisi ka hema na ni hanga o introduce tānoa ke tama tō taha koe ni. Ko ngā pe koe nau tōna nanga kamatai ai Polynesian Bowl kona koe i Hawaii. Pia whai mai ai hoko rai relationship kona tānoa pia mo Troy, Kai ke ka ko whakamalo ia koe tamai au ko whakahonga ia mone tokone tō taha koe ni. Kone tau mua ke whakamu ke tokoni ke tānoa ke lawe tānoa whai tō taha pe mea koe ni. Kurahi ngai mea koe ke ilo e tānoa. Pakona ta ua ken a kone whi koe off-season koe ni kone whi season kone whi tai koe whi season tō tolo ken e ne train mo tama. Ka koe pako ai pe whakaamu ke ngai mea koe ni ako tānoa e aha taimi ke ne lawai o ke tokoni ka taha nea ngā pe wā mamako whakahino ai mea koe nung nea ki ai ke he kusa ia o pito ia ai o koe koe meni o koe ke peke whakamalohi e au whakamalohi e ko ia ia o kusa ia ai koe na siaro au ki USC na teke sio ia ki he le volo whenga ai mea koe ia e koe mea whakania kulahi off-season e tak taha au pika na maikini ho peke u whare whamasino i he community pe kuna o ka whare ko si designate pea ki he NFL training na whiri pea ki alu ki tama koe ni koe ngā koe tama o si hanga pea o ai pea ni mea na ne langa pea ne facility pea ia ke ne green pea ia ka koe anga ia ku a ki tāna ke tu hau. We're just talking about the importance of training and off-season for you. It's very different, but I'm just like...
Yeah. Well, Talanoa, can you give us advice like your dad saying, I know that, for example, it's off season now. How to keep up yourself in training, and also like the healthy food that you talked about before, and what's the difference when the season's on.
Mm-hmm. The off season is important to train every muscle, and when you train those muscles, you push them to the limits that they're not really supposed to go to. Like you want to train your muscle to be as strong as possible, but you have to train it really hard and really consistent. because during the off season, that's when you can build muscle. That's when you can get stronger, lift heavy, and break your body down in a way to really maximize it during the season, because you want to build it up so when you perform during the season, you're going to be in your prime. You want to peak at the right moment, so then your body can be physically stronger, you can be faster, but you do not train the same that you train in the off season. You don't train like that during the season, because the season is meant to maintain. So you train a little bit different, a little bit lighter, but you maintain your strength so you can have the same strength throughout the whole season. But in the off season, the strength shouldn't just stay the same. It should increase each day. And so you're strong. You want, or each week, I would say, you want to get stronger in the off season, and then during the season, you want to maintain to be the same so you can continue to play, because it's our season in the National Football League and American football. It is super long. We play for 20 to 25 weeks of playing, of practicing every day. So your body is going to be tired. It's going to take a lot. So instead of training it really hard, you just maintain it during the season so you can be healthy to withstand all the hits, all the running, and all those muscles to make sure they're good at the end of the day.
Oh, thank you. There's a lot of young people dream of being successful in sport. Do you have any advice for young and talented youth in America, NFL, and other sport? I know that you play rugby as well too. So.
For me, the advice I would give, God willing, you have two parents in every household, and some parents are different, but you got to honor your parents first, and they always should and always have the best interest for you. For me, I listen to my family, and it helped me the most in all those ways. But be obedient, for the kids, the younger generation, I think it's really important to just be different. Everybody wants to be the same. To be the same. They want to follow their friends. They want to follow the people. But for me to be where I'm at, I had to do different things than my friends. I never drank alcohol. I never smoked. I never partied. I never did those things. I had to be different. A lot of my friends wanted to do those things. But for me, I put myself away in order for me to go and get the results I wanted to get. So, everybody's different. But the advice I would give is be different in your own way. That's a positive way. So if you can do those things, if you can listen to your family, listen to the great support around you, and don't follow the bad habits that other people do, it will continue to bless your life in many ways that you'll never think will happen.
Well, thank you. Malo pito rano. David, I think he love my pick here from Ramona. Ngai pale lele.
Ika meta ko tui time lahi ko tau refira ke ko siape ma ko tau ke ko tau na tula faka ko nga ko tau kakano time lahi tau sio he TV pa me sia ka he tau ko tau university ko tau NFL pa osia kamata ki na faka am na toria ko na osia o ke he fe time pe ko ya hona wata mai he ka ko mene ki ta ka poti na mahu inga ia mana iloi ko alu ko ki he level hoko o me nga we o take time he ke fai ka to me ko time la ia ka pa fare a ke ka re ka pe he ko tamate TV asio tau ka pa ko to ta ko ta le nit mo mana ko me sang Francis ne sio na he tau ko taimi ni aria o more taimi sio i ko me aga ko taimi na tone fra more ki ke fai in the training he ko pe ko taimi la ko kai ngata pe more taimi ko taimi alfa ka re vai o pe he ko tama le ka tama ka to no da sio mai he ela pa pe ke fa mo ni ki ta no tama ki ko no vai mo TV ta te fito ke level ko NFL ka pai whaka ke ka tōna tōti na tānoa to he ngā ue lahi me hoa lahi na whakamori i nau training. Ko sia koe taha ko tō o sigiro o wai tare ni tia nau tō we. Tau sia fa tau ria nanga bia ko pe man nanga fe lava hapo fe po nanga fe lava o puna wa pe ta niu na puna pina to ka tamate ko lo to pe na rele he to lo pe na to re ko nga ko ngai mia ko nga ko ngai train ko go fai ko pe ki tau lava ko tau sia tau ria ki ai ko ngai ngau ko he off season training pe mo na ngai mea ko to pina no fai fe ka mo ya ko nga ko na wa ki fe nga una malava fai mea ko ke tola here, go to tola here. Oh, no sure no to game no sino to tabe. Okay, no to 5 me ya. Kapag na have na to train na to na to 5 me tao. He? Yang aku ka me lai. Ko mo hana ta no pe ki mo me ko ya. Kapag te fa mo le ke to taimi he hate lawa newspaper. Masi ko te me ko ma wonga ki tai mo te sio te lawa newspaper ko to.
Ko Facebook ah.
To Facebook. Ko ka pau te fa mo ke to taimi lai ka pau tama sipoti kit. Taimi ke fa mo he. Masi te lava pe tala o si pe o si pe wiki fa tonga kita ko tama ko sino sipoti ko tano re pe. Tam sino sipoti. He? Ka ko ngai training ko ne fai ta fa ko ki ta sio gai.
Mo na pito ti pe hanga ka ngai mena lava ke tala no fika at pe mo training for the season. E lava pe ne ko au kai fa ke u no foi America pe alo sio aga pulu but ka ko hanga compare ko tala no pe mo ngahi I hono ngahi position ngahi me tafaaki me ngai timi ke he mahalo ka tala no si o go ki ai hono sino a pektono e glau e whatatau ke ngahi timi ke he e si o ngaku te sia tu kita mau kau ka ko unga pe fako e tonu ko hono whamalo sino I does it matter how tall or how skinny you are at least you get the right training and you consistent doing your training program and you become stronger than like you competing with your oppositions. Am I right, Tano? Because yeah, you talk about it about that's what we going back about it when we talk with your dad. Kai malo apito te vita fatano mai ki ai. Tano, did you get a chance to share your culture with your teammates, like the Tongan culture or the food, or sometimes you know, because I know you get the sign and you get to say it with your teammate.
A few of them, not too many, just because, like as a professional athlete, you're super busy, you know, and you don't get a lot of chances to do a lot of things. But you know, I've gotten to share some food with some other people, and they're able to bless me with bringing different dishes around. And so for me, it was important just to show them the culture and you know, what it is like to be on the island, what it's very different to being in the States. You know, it's, you know, a city that I live in, the buildings are super high versus going to the island, and the buildings are really different and smaller. But showing them what it's like to be on the beach and those things, it's been cool. But not too many things in terms of got to really show them, but it's been pretty cool though, for sure.
Ahoy, mukakala ia tuata ki whenga maari, tau kua ha.
Malo apito te vita te kolonga hau ko wakai fo pe ki he tau kau mamata I he ponika ko mea ura ki pe malo lele I tala noa he whehake.
Right.
You know, it has been a year that we haven't seen you in a radio program, and it is a blessing for us when I heard from Kakala that you are joining tonight. So we are so happy. And on behalf of our committee, the president and the committee, we are so thankful and thank you for making your time available to come and join us tonight on the radio. And the first thing you know, I'm a 49er fan because of you. And so
Thank you.
I would like to say that, and we have to thank you for all the good job that you do. But I just like to relate the some question here from the audience. And then one of the guy, he said he was watching most of your games. And there's one question, I think one question, Coach Siwaki brought it up for you. And then, you know, last week we had a program with a dad, and Kakala and myself fully understand all the football position last week. And then I have seen this one of the questions said, have you met the DC yet? So I will call your dad to tell us what the DC stand for and DB. But I would like to give a question. David Manukia said, can you talk about drafting a little bit? That one of the questions from the audience before I going on. Please.
I think you talking about the.
You talking about like draft? Are you talking about what it's like to get drafted?
Yeah.
Yeah. Being drafted to the San Francisco 49ers was unreal. You know, it was an emotional moment. Because you got when I think about this question, like a lot of emotions come because my whole life I wanted to be an NFL player. You know, since I was very young, since I was 5 or 6 years old, growing up, I wrote it on everything. I'm gonna be in the NFL one day. I'm gonna play in the NFL. I'm always writing it down. Like when I had school projects and the teacher asked me, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" I said, "I'll be an NFL player one day." And, you know, they look at me crazy. They look at me like, yeah, no, you got to pick something else. But for me, it was like, I'm going to do what I want to do, and I'm going to be very successful at it. And so I continue to go down this lifelong dream of mine. And so playing in college and going to university and being able to switch and be able to get drafted, it was a surreal moment where I got to, it was a very emotional moment, but it was something that I'll truly treasure for a long time.
Thank you, Delano. And I think we are looking forward, Lady Ovake Tarifolau, Sion and Emily are looking forward to talk to you, the main station, but I'll just let them talk to you. Anyway, we are so thankful for the program tonight. So I will have to pass down the time to you, Tokolongahau. I know that we still have plenty of time. But thank you, Talanoa, for everything. We're just watching.
Malo.
Thank you.
Tale ho nageke mai huinga DC.
Oh yeah.
Ko DC ko no whanau no ada hangi ko tatano ko sinai pe fule whanau no ko DC ko no huinga ko defensive coordinator. Ko defensive coordinator ko tamai ko ni hanga ko whakalere ko a defendi. He? Ko DB ko tamai ko coach here ko defensive back. Ai ko tama foguna na whalea mai kai a I got defensive coordinator ko Talanoa ko mo San Francisco 49er ko tau ko si. Ma when ngawe fo ko yo hoko ko head coach I team gonna go to North Carolina. North Carolina? Panthers, right? That's where you are. Yeah. But I got tama coach gonna go how ko na ko fanongo ko tama ko ya to kai gata pe ne coach I defensive Valeria defendika ko malo ko position ko ni hanga ko coach ko defensive back. I got DB, go Uingaya.
Okay.
Hello.
Okay, thank you, Talana. David Manukia, he was the one asking the question. He said he's appreciate your responding for his question. I hope, David Manukia, that you have more question and ask because we still have few moments for Talanoa. But anyway, to go along how I think there was one question, I can't find it now. But I heard that you were talking about it. I think David Manukia was asking for your position.
Your position.
I'm a safety on the defensive side. Yeah.
Safety. Yeah.
David Manukia is not a defense; he's a safety. But anyway, don't forget that Taimi kate ko tilo nga malope kulava te ki fehu ko na o mai David Manukia para to kai pe fehu pe to ki tuku mai ko David ke Italia te amo kakala ka fa foka te Taimi malo apito o fa Talanoa
Malo pito. E wa hai fe ke te tau mi te fiha fa mo le mole.
Te tamani te taha.
Wa tak sai pe unga pe tau Panga ko ni. Te vita ko ki me mau inga pito ku e tari mai tala noa e le ane nai whika pa mo dreaming. Ko me mau inga ina ko piki a pito i he rea tala noa whika aku pa mo ne talo ene ke si when dreaming to become NFL since it was 5 years old. I don't know. It's a good advice for everyone. If you dream for something, you go for it instead of a lot of people give up in from all the talk from whakaloto la si'i tau tānoa ki ai te vita if you dream about something whema te loto lahi big hard to make your dream achieve koe me ai au tānoa mai tala noa ko tau wako me ai ke uhinga koe tau dream i ko whema koe tau whakahoko tau pe education te vita tala noa in the same as education and the sport hape te tau mua koe te dream i ki ai whema koe tau pe toi whakaloto si mahata hai koe toi ta wai whakase nea ai kuhinga ki ai mahana si hata whai a ko eo si o kono sino pe kono ki lahi ma te whako ngai mea pe he na wea kako hinga loto lahi pe ke hinga ke mea ko tau pe oku puri loto koe mea ea ke tau ilo oku kehe mea oku asmai ki tua ka koe mea ko i loto in tala noa they have a big probably have a small body but a big heart to drive himself to become professional in NFL today. We're very proud of you, Talanoa. You're getting quite famous now. What are the good things and the bad things about being well known?
I think the blessing of being so quote unquote famous. I don't know if I'm famous, but to me, being known and being recognized, it puts me on a platform that I can use for my faith and for my culture. And so I think that's what I truly enjoy about people understanding who I am. They get to see who I am and who I love, the people around me, and the culture. I think it's special because when people truly get to know the roots of me and stuff, it's really, I'm grounded by my faith and my community. And the tough things that you get to go through about being known is, people recognizing you all the time, asking to take pictures. It can be time consuming, but for me, I don't see it as a bother, and I appreciate those moments because I used to be that 5-year-old, 6-year-old kid that wanted the photo, the 10-year-old kid that wanted the photo, and the people that stopped and made time for me, it went a long way. It made me appreciate what they did, and the game that I love appreciates the game. And so you play this with a like you said, even when you're a small body with a big heart, it makes you appreciate all those things. And so, being known isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's not a great thing. I think it's a thing that God has blessed me with. But for me, I just got to continue to be myself every day, regardless of what I go through. And if you can do those things, I think you'll be in a pretty good position for sure.
Thank you. I understand that you visit Tonga when you were young. Do you have any plan to go back for another visit to Tonga, or anything else that you like to say to our peer youth in the community overseas and also in back in the islands, and also the families.
Mhm.
Probably the last questions
Yeah.
for tonight.
You know, the plan, I don't have any planned exactly, like it's not set in stone. But you know, it'd be good to be back there in February of 2024. I think that'd be a good time for me to bring me, my dad, and some of my different teammates, Tongan teammates in the NFL. I think if it's possible for guys to come, I think it'd be good to go out there and show support, you know, and maybe run a camp. And for me, it'd be good to see my family back home. So, you know, any way that we can be able to come back and be welcomed with open arms, it would be much appreciated. But I don't have a set date, but, you know, hopefully in 2024, which is a year from now, hopefully I can be back there to visit and see the amazing island that it is.
Thank you, Tano. And one more thing. It's my mom's birthday today, 89.
Happy birthday, moms.
Patiola, thank you.
Shout out.
Thank you, Tano.
Ofado, Patiola.
Yeah, I love it, Tano.
Happy birthday, yeah.
Happy birthday.
So, yeah. Just before to the interview, I rang up my mum and ring home. They have they have a little lotu and Finau and Lata is there, and all the families. Malota no. E wahoi wa mo kakala o pea mea ke he whahata no ki ai. Ki mua pea whaka ose ta taimi.
I take it time me kakala. And meet my kakala kataki.
Tui kolonga hau malo a pita mau whainga mali e. Ko ma puno mo wahoi he tari e u tohi mai ai kau mamata e. Fu lai au pito ko lai au pito ai kau mamata mai pa ke to ya ha matai mi mo wahoi he whenga ke whakakakato e kau mamata mai ki he tau pola. And I'm very proud of you, Talanoa. That, you know, me and Tevita, your dad, are neighbor in Tonga, in Pea, the Whapo Uli. So I'm so proud of you, Talanoa. Yeah, Whapo Uli, eh? And thank you to Kolonga Hau for the time ko e tuku atu pe ka koe ke mo Talanoa ati pe pe mo Talanoa. E ko ilo pe ko au mo wahau ka kia mafu ilo lahi ki he akapulu ka mafia pe ko uhi ko Talanoa fai ka Talanoa ka pe fo ke ne tangata iti ka te vita ka ke te aha mea e fai ki aha lave ka fo ki atu pe e tu kolonga hau malo au pito e Talanoa.
Ako siwaki e na ku te hau.
Siwaki?
Malo au pito. Go fia pe. Very proud of you, Talanoa. I'm excited to see there's a chance that we could be here in Tonga in 2024. I will talk with Tevita and make a good welcome for you, especially the youth. We'll be having a game every June, every year. So that'll be nice. Also, today is our anniversary. It's 43 years already.
Happy anniversary.
Yes.
Yeah, congratulations.
I think I'm getting old, Talanoa, you know, so it's time to be on the island. Just lay back, eat papaya, drink coconut, and relax. But I should be home in April and May. But anyway, for malat kakala pia mo wahoi ka ma how ki host him. You know how many radio programs in the world which they have 5 minutes with Talanoa, you know? And I think in the future, next year, when Talanoa wins the Super Bowl, it's going to be a great program then, and we'll be more prepared. So we'll be on time. When you come in, we are ready on the station, you know? We'll learn Talanoa. But Ofat Tevita,
Lasi waki ngao. Malo.
Yeah.
Malo siwaki.
Thank you. Tano, anything else that you would like to say to our youth there and also the people up here before we finish our program for tonight?
Yeah. I just say to the people listening, follow your heart, and be strong. And it's gonna be tough if you're gonna do the things that you don't want to do. It's gonna be hard, but the end result will be amazing. So if you follow your heart and you follow your dreams, listen to the people around you and to support, great things will happen. But I also want to say thank you guys for allowing me to be on your radio show and being able to visit with you guys and answer questions, and allowing me to be a part of that is a blessing and an honor. So thank you guys so much, and much love. I appreciate you guys.
This is a lot. Thank you. It's an honor, Talanoa, to have you tonight. And thank you very much for your time. I know it's your busy time now with families and friends, but thank you for joining us in our radio Vake Tarifolau in the Waikopuna program. We represent Lahoi, Kakala, Ika, Siwaki, and all the radio hosts in Te Vita as well. We'd like to thank you very much for joining us tonight. Thank you. Malo apito tano ka Te Vita. Malo la apito ko nga ngai to kon ko to pe ku ke whakahoko pe te fia o lawe ai pe ki mantolo mau ka ngā fia ai pe ko uilo pe ko taimi o Talanoa whatatau ke ngahi taimi o kuia e tainimi mo tōnga o kuia e tainimi o ku pumahu inga o pito ange ko mena lawe kia Siwaki kono taimi o nai o ku ange ko lau ku mo meniti ko tō pe o ngā haua ko seniti ka ngā ko o lototo pe mo o hanga o tuange mai o fuha ke kaunga kau mo ki mautolo i he polo kalama i ki re tiogo ni mau fia whafonga pe Palestini Palestini ka pe he ki he Samiu Tenifa pe he ki he toenga e kaume mi pa kalapu e nau fia lai ko ilo pe he ko e mea fuke ni Amerika ko mea lai a bitang e kau support 49 na mau support te minusila Te Vita ko na walu ki tonga na walu ki tonga ki ke wiketa ai na to ka be ko si ala se ke fine equipe ko e be ala ta hai ta ni mi ku Talanoa but fo a bito ka te awe nga mi ko ni winga ai lava ko I tonga ai ta ni mi mamata ko I ala pufu ke pa live fo ki ai e na live fo ke na ai super bowl pa pe he ke ngai va inga pa ko sia na mai ko o vale fogia e Te Vita wala fogia te ke ai falani ala ta ko falani na to luia I tonga o ko mo ki hange ko ki mi to mui e ko tu be muri ko pe he ko wa be muri ko ki tika to ala ta ki he ko na osi flani ke flani 49 na pega ku osi 49 na pa to sai mo hufanga he me pa ko talamai ka ure ka pe ai na hu atu ki he o vai pe ai ki pa ai ka tama Amerika ka tama me he pete io o na ki pa ka ku tama Amerika o gulere ma pe ai e na hange na special na dole pa e te lele me ko fe au he pa wilo ngai o ko ki o ka pa fonu ma pe ko nga ko to la pe to Amerika I tonga e na wilo e fo ai vai nga pa na ta hatu I pe fo ko no te unga ka ko lai ta ha e support de ku atu dana mai ki mata e mari pe suria tina la tu mono falani ku atu ko ke me ko pe ko ka wi fika ula ke ne ngai lo o glah yang o wosto ko la pe pe ya to ta ha pe ko nga ki fa ha wang be ya to la pe ka popo Kau po atu
Eitonga.
elita. Pega tau ki whanua. Nau, tu ilo pegu oku haka ne mau pore ko toa pehe ngā I lava mea Talanoa I he malaiwa ngā pea koe ke uinga ko pea pe e koe tonga roa hange koe ngahi mea une whātua aki pea aku I loa e peho tau ki whanua ma whafofonga e pehe ki polokala mai re tio koe ni mahalau whakamu mai ngahi re tio ia me ngahi whanua ke he pehe ki muri ka pehe ki tonga ke nau mai ngahi taimi peheni ke interview wai. Pa whawhiawhia apito mahalau apito Talanoa and say hello to Amoe Penu toki ai pia taimi ke tau toki Polokalama ai pia toki mahana lava ke hu mai te vita Amoe Penu
Koe.
toki hau Polokama he tau Polokama sporti pe toki hu mai tokon kai whamalo apito he via fin te vita te a mea tokanga ki ai tau toki whakaose ai pe Polokalama
Kei koe tukat pea whakamalo hau kia motol katoa ka whai programa ka tau te whito ki he tonga ko tō pea ku mo kau mai no poupou I e tau ka tā noa whaki ko ilo lahi ai ofa o mo poupou lahi whai mai ka kau tonga I kei ngata pea Amerikani ka pehefu ke uwhanua mōri kona hango o lau au piki tonga o honga ia ku loto he ko wilo ko mea koe ni koe ko mea ia aku o koe ka tale ni tene ku tau tū ko ni tau puke ni maka toko koe tonga ta kato ki tau tō o ku whai pere rei taha e whoha ko ni neongo koe whae koe mōri ka koe na koe ko mea na hanga whamalo hui ke ne alo whai mea koe ni ke pehe ke uhanga teke koe mahino peni na tau rene tupa ke ai alo peo sio ki tonga ke anga e tau nofo I tonga pa ku honga lahi au pito ke te au mo family aku mau ongo ko to pe tai mo mau sia he TV pe mo atu ka feito o fai mai ai poko o fa fia ka mo puke loto pe fia ko ia mo fa malo ke eki ko nga ke fainga mari ko tuanga talenit ko ni ke hanga fa fonga ai eki fia rakia hoko mai ke aka pulu pe ka unga ko tatolo ka tonga ka ko fa malo la hia ko nga mo hanga pa pe o hike fo ko ni ko nga ko fainga mo pe ke mo ilo o mo inga tatau pe mo ia ka pe ke ka whanongo o koe ko hawa tano e po ni pe pe ke mahuinga malunga taha pe ia ka ke mahuinga tau tolu ko mo tolu o ko wha mahuinga pa une asilo pe mea koe ni ka mahuinga ko ni tau tatau ko tope koe ka tonga ki tau tolu pa ko whamalo ke eki ko nga ka tuku mai moi ki tau o mai o whai proklama koe ni pa ko whaat ka mo tolu katoa malo
pe te vida ahoi
Kai ko o se tau taimi malo te kolonga ha.
Malo pito. E fai mai bea tau ki lotu ke tau au. Tau. Lotu ai pe. Va oi ke la fai bea ki lotu.
Tau lotu. Patua mau whawhetai me mau whamalo ki a te koe. Ui koe whainga malie ko lawe monua ai le te o vai ko puna. Mau kau whaitaha pia mo Talanoa hufanga kai umaa te vita hufanga. Pe mo e Polokalama whaafu ofa e whiawhini. Mau kau whaitaha pe mo e tamai koen tu pe mua ke whoa kia te langlangi pe mo e Gloria I longa halelei ko mawa uki ai pe he ki he whoha koen tu pe ia ke hoko ke langlangi ai pe a whiona. Tapo e kina mai si mo uia Talanoa pa mo e te waki o vainga ke tau who'o tu ke hoko ai pe a hono taleniti ke langlangi ai pe a whiona. Pe whoke malo tapo kina mai si waka mai tonga kau ngau e le te o wake tarifolau. Mau ka mātuku he pōni, tuku ke ave mo ui ki mātoro he lau Mario a Fiona. Toko ni mai pa ke taki ki mātoro he ngāwe kuhanga mai, pe a kaya mau mātuku he pōni, tuku ke mau whi au pa mo lau Mario a Fio. Ko loto pa mo hua ku mau whai e kresa e ko si sukalaisi o whalai o toa koe tamai, whi o lau Mario Maununi, o maua mo o whai a tek mātoro o na hili, ka whai pe o tai ngata. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you. Malo. Say hello to your man, Talanoa. Happy in your brother. fio. Ida tatu io o fatu na
Fio. Alo pito. Fio. Polia.
Sila ike